Barry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Barry Auchettl, and I want to introduce you all to a really good friend of mine, Gail Dixon. Welcome, Gail.
Hi, Barry. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm really intrigued by this work that you're doing about really reclaiming our voice. That's what I see it as more than anything else.
Absolutely.
Do you just want to share, let people know who you are to start with?
Sure. I'm Gail Dixon, and I'm founder of the Heart's Voice movement. And I'm really all about getting people to use the power of language and listening for good in the world rather than for negative purposes.
Isn't it amazing? And I think that the fact that we have to have this says something about where we are as a planet, isn't it? The fact that this has come to you, I believe this came to you from spirit to help us reclaim our voice.
Absolutely. I think that before all of us are born, spirit whispers into our hearts a little tiny piece of divine truth that's ours alone. And we're meant to live into that truth and to share it with others. And that's the thing that connects us and puts us together in a harmonious, united humanity.
For sure.
And so often we, that voice in our hearts doesn't get out into the world because we're busy hearing all the cacophony of noises, all the crazy stuff, all the negativity. We can't hear our own hearts and we can't share them. And we got to.
I just find that message really profound, because when we can really tune into that space here, this is what changes everything, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Because what we say to ourselves and about ourselves is the basis for the way we move into the world. And if we can't recognize the worth and worthiness of our own beings in our own hearts, how can we recognize the work and worth and worthiness of anybody else?
Exactly. And I can hear that when you speak. I can hear the passion. I just love listening to passionate people. I can hear that passion.
Thank you.
I know you've got an event on next week, and I really want to let people know and give people a heads up about this event. Do you want to share that with people, please?
Sure. I think that we need to encourage each other to raise our voices for good. So I created my very own personal holiday that I'm sharing with the world. And it's called National Claim Your Voice Day.
Wow. And
on that day, I'll bring together people who have raised their voices for good in the world and talk about the process of how they began to hear and name the truth in their hearts, how they framed it, how they put a context on it to share it, and then how they claimed it in taking it out for good in the world. And we'll take participants through the process, listening to the journeys of the speakers, and then they'll have some time in breakout rooms to share their own sense of what voice is it that you want to be sharing in the world? What good truth is it that you want to be living into? And Barry, I am so excited because the folks that come to our event also will have a complimentary registration to 2 days following with a giant's journey with Sprite Loriano and her Awakening Giants transformational movement, where you can talk about leveling up your leadership, and particularly folks who have a strong mission that's calling them will be able to see the journeys of folks who have come together across the world to level up their leadership, to come together for the good of humanity and really be agents of transformation. And
that's amazing. Look, just want to go back to the webinar the event for next week. It's not just a webinar, there's all these speakers. When is it exactly? People can know
it is a Friday, May the 20th, from 12 noon to 3:30 p.m. Eastern time in the US.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to be there. I'm actually going to get a little bit of a speaking spot, but I'm really looking forward to doing that.
And
And I'm really
I'm
excited
looking
about all
forward to
the
you
other speakers.
sharing on that day.
Thank you. And I'm excited about all the speakers there. And I'm really interested in how the mix of these speakers, of this light and the voices blend together. And you know, it's like parts of an orchestra coming together. And that's what I see you've created. So I want to really thank you for that. I'm actually going to put the link below for that so you'll be able to register for that. And, you know, make sure that you're
Great.
there and at least, you know, feel into when you want to be there. You know, some of you may want to just spend, you know, pencil a half a day aside and say, look, I'm going to do this. And some of you may
Exactly.
go, let's just see when I'm going to be here and see what shows up.
Right. And, you know, one of the things that is exciting to me is that we're really wanting to make people know that you don't have to be a Martin Luther King or a Gandhi. You don't have to have an ambition or an agenda to save the world with millions. If you claim your voice for good in even one conversation, and you understand the truth of your worth and connect it to the worth of others, you have a part in changing the world. So
Thank you
claim
very
your
much.
voice to make that happen.
Yep. So hopefully you can join me and Gail and many other amazing people next week on that. And I look forward to sharing more with you then. Please put a comment down below what you think about claiming your voice means for you personally. I'm really interested in that. Thanks, Gail. I really appreciate you being here today.
Thanks so much, Barry. See you next week.
Okay, bye.